Today I'm going to teach you how to shuffle oracle or tarot cards with using the Rider-Waite tarot deck. So this is for anyone who does their own readings at home and you pull cards for yourself and you want to know how to shuffle your deck, or if you're a professional tarot reader and you just need some guidance on that. Okay, so if you don't know me, my name is Barbie from the Solstice Gem and I read tarot professionally, and I have all the ways that I shuffle decks, but I'm going to teach you. So this is what I'm going to teach you. So let me show you. So the main techniques that I'm going to show you is this one. How you do this one. Okay. I'm also going to show you how to do this. Okay, that's usually how I shuffle. And then I'll also teach you how to do this. And this is how you get the flyers. So I'm going to teach you how to hold the deck so that you can have the cards fly out as you usually see tarot readers do. Okay, Empress, nice card. And then at the end, I'm also going to be showing you some other techniques of how you can pull cards in case you don't want to do it the way like that I showed you. Like you don't want to do it this way. There's going to be a few other ways that I'm going to show you of how you can pull actual cards from the deck. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so first we are going to do this method where you split it in half and you do it like a good old poker deck. Okay. So the way that you would do this, so you obviously need to have like a little bit of longer fingers. Some, like I have really small hands, so this is sometimes hard for me to do with like bigger tarot decks. I can manage this one because I could fit this. But basically, this is how my fingers look when I'm separating it. So I put my pointer finger like that, okay? Those two fingers are like that, thumb here. So this is keeping it intact. And so this pointer finger here is not really pushing it. I'm bending it with my thumb, but my pointer finger is like I could do it without my pointer finger, but this one kind of stabilizes it. It kind of directs it, like how much do I want it to go? So it just kind of keeps it like in balance. Okay, so then this one, sorry, okay. So you would put that in your hand as well, and it's the same deal, okay? Same positioning. And so you are holding this tight. So these two fingers at the end here are just literally holding the deck. Your thumb is the one that is going, well, actually it is your pointer finger that's pushing it. So like for this one, I could do it without my pointer, but this one I can't. So like this finger, your pointer finger, pushes the deck inward, okay, to create that bridge or that like bend. And then your thumbs release. So you're keeping everything still and your thumbs are releasing the cards slowly but surely. As these fingers kind of just stay like steady, okay, so you don't really have to move your pointer finger. It's really your thumb that is releasing the cards. So if you're getting that position right, okay, so let's get into position. Okay, so I'm bending the deck. You have to bend the deck with my fingers. And then little by little, you're directing it with your thumb. Little here, little there, little here, little there, little here, little there. And just practice that. Just go that way. And eventually you'll become good to where you can release it really fast. Now to do that little bridge thing that I was doing, so you just have to copy my fingers, okay? This is how my fingers look. It's combined, right? You would put your thumbs here, like that, to hold that together. Your pointer finger is still in the middle. Now you're bending it the other way, okay? You're bending it with your whole hand basically, and then you can move your hands now. So you're holding it like this. This is what my fingers are doing, and then you release with your hand, like you kind of just release. So obviously you're just gonna have to practice that, but that is how you would do like that little bridge release. So let me just show you in action. Okay. Okay, so let me show you that one more time from like kind of a different angle. These are gonna probably go flying, but so This is how my hand looks. So I'm just using my thumbs to release. Okay. And then, how can I show you? I'll show you from backwards. Okay. So let's do it one more time. Quickly, and then this is my hand. Can you see that? It's kind of like your palms that are like releasing it, and your thumb is just kind of directing. So that one's definitely gonna need some practice. All right, so I hope that was pretty clear on camera. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this one. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit easier if you have smaller hands. This is why I always shuffle my decks like this, because the Oracle decks sometimes are really big, and it just hurts my hands to like do this way. It's a lot of setup. So it's quite easy to just divide it like this. So you just divide the deck in half. And so it's kind of the same thing as I just did, except it doesn't bend as much, obviously, because it's like the thinner part of the deck. So you don't really bend it. This one isn't like one of those where like you have to get it exactly right. This is more like a casual shuffle in my opinion, and you just kind of let them flow. So this is how my hands look, okay? My 3 fingers are like that, pointer finger in the middle, thumb is directing it. And you just release. So this finger is very important because this is going to tell you how much you're like pushing. So again, this is hanging on tight. I'm hanging on tight right now. Okay. Hanging on tight and just release. Maybe practice this way. Hang on tight and your thumb. You see that? That's what you're doing. You're just, maybe practice it this way. Yeah. Just pick up the deck and just pick up some cards, you know, get into position and just practice doing that. Make it fly. Okay, so let's do one more of that. So you split the deck and you just kind of release little by little with your thumb, one after another, one after another. It's your thumb that's controlling everything. And when you do it in like fast, eventually you get to a point where you're getting it pretty like split pretty like evenly. Okay. All right, so that is the second way. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how to shuffle like this. And then how to have those flyers pop out. You know, when you shuffle the deck and you have that guy flying out. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to start with like the lighter version of that without flyers, and flyers still might come out in this technique, but I just want to show you kind of like the finger positioning. So this is how your hand would be on the deck. So your thumb is here, your pointer finger's up here holding, and the back you're holding the deck, okay? You're holding it nice and tight in your hand. And then when you split the deck, you would take about that much. So a little bit more than 3/4 of the deck, or maybe like about 3/4 of the deck. So that's how you would split it, because these are the cards that you're going to be putting on this side. So the position on this side is obviously just copy and paste. My thumb is here. My ring finger is up here. My pinky is just hanging out. And then we got these 2 fingers here, okay? And we're gonna try to get this deck on this side. And this thumb action here is gonna be very important, because it's going to determine like how tight the deck is and how much they fly. So first I'm gonna show you like a looser version. So this thumb's just gonna be loose, and you're taking this deck and putting it on this side. So what you're doing is you're taking your thumb and your ring finger and you're kind of releasing. So you're going like this, with the deck to release it, okay? Like that. So release, it's very subtle, it's hard to see, but you basically open a little and you let it loose, right? You let a few cards out, and you don't let all of them out like that, right? You don't just put it all, that's not shuffling. You do a little and then you grab with this thumb. So you do a little, and this thumb is kind of just here to keep it organized, I guess. This thumb right now is not doing too much. It's just simply you're doing more of the work with these two fingers. You're releasing on this side, and then the thumb is just kind of hanging out and receiving, right? So that's what you're doing with your thumb. So you're releasing, and then you're receiving. Release, receive, release, receive. Release. That's how it looks faster. That's how it looks. So this is a very casual shuffling. Sometimes you'll get flyers like this, but it's just sometimes just to get the cards shuffled. And your thumb is just watch my thumb. Watch what it's doing. As I release the cards, it's grabbing the cards, okay? Now to make those like flyers and the cards that like pop out and fly out, the way that you would do it is a little bit different. So you split the same way. These fingers don't do much. So in this scenario, these two fingers, your ring finger and your thumb, is actually going to stay pretty tight. And this thumb does all the action, okay? So this guy is gonna be pulling the cards really tight, because the tighter you pull, the more likely there's gonna be friction and like the cards are gonna pop, okay? So all I'm doing is putting this deck close, basically, and I'm just having my thumb pull the card. So do this in slow motion to practice for yourself before you move into the like doing it fast. So do it in slow-mo. So put your deck here like this, okay? And just practice with your thumb pulling the cards. That's it. Just so that you can know how to use this finger in this scenario, because it's going to be sped up later. So that's all you're doing. Okay, put it here, pull, 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 pull. That's all we're doing. Oops, sorry. Okay. So now let's speed that up. Okay. So that's literally what I'm doing. I'm just my fingers aren't even doing anything. I'm literally just taking this deck closer here so my thumb can grab it. I'm not even releasing, because if I was to release, you can do that. Like you can release and grab like hard. No, you don't have to. Like it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe my hands are just that way, but you don't have to do anything with this hand except for hold the deck close to this side. And then now you're just moving this quickly, and grabbing, okay? And that's really the only thing you have to like get good at. You're just grabbing really quickly with your thumb. You're just and then grab with this thumb, grab. I hope I'm not like being too elementary. I'm just trying to like really show the details of how to do this so that you can get the core down, and then you can obviously like do it fast. So that's basically what we're doing. My fingers like this, okay? So it's not holding it here anymore. It's letting, and then it kind of comes in sometimes to like push the cards back together, organize. You're using your hand, your arms to like organize. So that's how you would do that. It's like your little thumb doing all the work. See how all these guys are flying? Okay, so that is how you would make the cards fly. Let me know if that was helpful in the comments below, or if you'd like me to emphasize on something else. And then now I'm going to show you a few other ways that you can pull cards. So if you're at home just pulling your own cards, you're doing a reading for yourself and you don't want to do it, this way, like the flyers, or you just want to try something else. I sometimes do other methods as well. Whatever resonates with you and whatever like feels right is what I would choose, but there's no wrong way of doing this. So another way that you can do this is simply just split the deck, Okay, so wherever you feel called to do it. So you would do your little shuffling, like get it all mixed up, or you would do, you know, this guy like that. And now I'm ready for an answer. Universe, what do you want me to know? Put the deck down, split it in half, pick up the card. And you could keep pulling. You could keep pulling more cards. Okay? And if you're like, I'm done with this, you can split it again. Wherever you intuitively feel, and you're like, okay, there's another card. And you can keep going, keep splitting. Because it's still random like that, you know? So that's one way that you can do that. Another way, just gonna shuffle the deck. Another way is to do it 3 ways. So you can do 1, 2, 3. I do this often. And then I pull from the middle. You can pull from here too. That's another way. Another thing you can do is once you're done shuffling, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Well, that just kind of flipped, so I would take that card. But you're shuffling, and then, you know, you split it like this, and you pull from the top. I guess that's the same way as like splitting it in half. But you can just pull from the top. So you can shuffle, and whenever you're done shuffling, gosh, whenever you're done shuffling, you can just pull from the top. You can pull from the bottom. Another thing you can do is just pull from the middle. So you would shuffle. I do this sometimes as well. Just go in the middle, wherever your finger's called. Just go somewhere in the middle. So I just take my middle finger and just wherever it wants to pull a card from. You can do it that way. And I'm like, oh, I want one from the top. I want one from the bottom. Like it's it's a very intuitive process, and you can just pull from wherever. I think a lot of people like the flyer method because it's more the universe kind of directing which one flies out, whereas this is very much you and your own intuition. And I think sometimes when we doubt our intuition, we don't trust that we're going to pull the right cards because maybe we don't feel like we're as connected yet, or whereas we have mastered, like, you know, the whole connection with talking to the universe through tarot. And so we just do the flyer method. But all of them, you know, all of them should work. I mean, it's all the same, really. So you just have to trust yourself and know that you will be guided to the right card for you. But again, tune into yourself and see like what feels the best for you. Another thing that you can do is that I see readers do. I don't really do this, but I'll see readers like shuffle and they'll stop and then they'll just be like, ooh, that one's sticking out. You know, that one's sticking out. That one's sticking out. And they'll just pick the ones that are sticking out from the side, whichever one's like, okay, that one obviously is looking for attention. And then these 3, you know, so you can do it that way. Another method that I think is super fun, and I don't do this often enough, I should do it more, is when you just do like the good old, you know, spreading it on the table. And then you can close your eyes here and just put your hand, you know, I usually just close my eyes, put your hand over the cards, and either whatever catches, like gravity, like whatever catches, or whatever you just feel called to. You don't have to have your eyes closed. You can. When your eyes are closed, I feel like you're more tuned in and connected to the energy. But if your eyes are open, then you can be like, okay, well, that one's sticking out, you know, or that one's really looking at me. But you could just pull that way. What else? And then a final way that I'm going to share with you is you can, you know, I always recommend like shuffling the deck and mixing the cards up first before you pull any cards. So like I recommend doing a little shuffle like this, or the one of the 2 that I showed you in the beginning. But then you could just kind of go like this, you know, put the cards out, and then even have like someone pull cards, you know, for themselves or for you, or have someone do this and then you pull your own cards, whatever. But you do it like this, and then you kind of just like pull that way. And then those are your cards. So those are the ways that you can shuffle your decks. I hope that was helpful. Let me know which one's your favorite method, or if you would like any more information on tarot and reading tarot for yourself. If you would like to learn a little bit more on doing your own readings for yourself, I do have a tarot journal that I offer. I will leave the link to that below. It's basically a tarot journal to help you. It's going to have all of these tips in there of how to pull cards for yourself, how to use your intuition to read cards, how to interpret the messages, the meaning of all of the cards. But it's really a journal to, you know, do a reading for yourself, pull some cards, and then have space to record your reflections and your interpretations. And there's also tarot spreads in there, like a full moon spread, a new moon spread, a birthday spread, like to do on your birthday. There's like, who is your soulmate? What changes are coming up ahead. There's everything in there that you need to know. It's beginner friendly, so all of the like directions and instructions on how to read tarot are in there. So if you'd like to check that out, go ahead. Otherwise, yeah, I hope that this video was helpful. Please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you would like pick a card readings. That's what I do primarily on my channel. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.